It's been just days since former President Donald Trump and his allies publicly stated that, if re-elected, he planned to eviscerate the current U.S. government and establish a vetted, pro-Trump army of up to 54,000 loyalists, taking over senior legal, judicial, defense, regulatory and domestic policy work in the civil service. It was less than a week after he announced in an interview on Univision that he had gleefully weaponized the Justice Department's power to indict his rivals. Only they were beating me up real bad. And less than a week ago, he made good on his chilling Veterans Day promise to root out the communists, Marxists, fascists, radical left thugs who live like vermin within our country's borders, lie, steal, and rig elections. We will do everything possible, legally or illegally, to destroy America, the American dream, along with plans for mass deportation by rounding up millions of undocumented immigrants and imprisoning them in vast detention camps. They will also restrict oppositional U.S. visas. American views are also very new. All this will be achieved by building armies of lawyers, judges, and officials who will not barricade such projects as they did when he first became president, because they do not believe in the rule of law like we do. Trump As U.S. explained last week rationale for its plans in the most chilling language yet. Undocumented immigrants are poisoning blood of our country. And yes, only half of the week is complete. We also learned just a week ago that Ohio Republicans plan try to block a constitutional amendment protecting reproductive freedom by stripping state judges of the power to decide such cases. And in recent days, we have learned that the new Republican House Speaker's allies plan to reinstate the brutally repressive Comstock Act to further limit sexual autonomy. And today, we can't take our eyes off now violent physical fights taking place in the same Capitol building that was stormed by violent extremists trying to overturn 2020 election. The gears and wheels of democratic government sound very cumbersome right now. The article, which argues that all the above represent an objective, verifiable, historically predictable set of prerequisites for the end authoritarianism, fascism, or free and fair elections, was recently succinctly brilliantly said Jamelle Bouie, Joyce Vance, Ruth Ben Ghiat, Rachel Maddow, John Cassidy, Seth Meyers, Jason Stanley, Zack Beauchamp, Chris Lehman, Michael Tomasky and Scott Lehigh, and who knows how many others. And perhaps paradoxically, the article suggesting that the press has completely failed to meet this dangerous moment was also brilliantly Margaret Sullivan, Brian Stelter and Dan Froomkin, all from NYU Professor. He echoed Jay Rosen's call. He continues to demand that media cover the 2024 campaign by highlighting the risks, not possibilities. The risks, which we can probably agree on, are in no way in doubt. As Bouie and others suggest, Stephen Miller's J.